Hello and welcome back to Planet Stronghold Colonial Defence. I don't feel the spark of the Matrix, nor the Yalangers. They are now one with the planet. You mean they're dead? You can just say dead, you know. You don't have to be all hippie about it. Good job, Captain. It appears the Matrix are on the retreat. Unfortunately, their attack was more extensive than expected. I didn't expect the Yalanger to be fighting with the Matrix. As far as I know, it's the first instance of it happening. Sorry, I'm just going to have to close my curtains a bit because the sun is right in my eyes. There we go. It very well could be. Our knowledge of the Matrix, of all the alien races, is more limited than I would like. That's much too effort, if you ask me. Just shoot them all. Toss them out with the trash. Don't think I'll be doing the cleanup on that. That's what Lucius is for, isn't he? If that is required of me, then I will fulfill the order. Unless my other mother countermands it. Wait, who's your first mother? Why, you and Dr. Mira, of course. Admittedly, other individuals had a hand in my construction, but you two are the ones most responsible for my creation. Mira and Mitsuki, mothers. Didn't see that coming. Mira and Mitsuki, sexily in the lab. I wouldn't mind that picture. Only if we get one of Xavier and Rigel washing the hover tank shirtless. As interesting as this line of thought may be, we do have other problems to consider. Indeed, it looks like the Matrix have domesticated. Thank you, Richard. Right. Indeed, it looks as if the Matrix have domesticated the Yalanger. I couldn't read their minds, or with evading their attacks, but the Yalanger definitely felt comfortable around the Matrix. This certainly makes the Matrix more dangerous than before. This would give them an air wing on top of their ground assault. It might be just me, but doesn't the colony seem light on defences? You aren't mistaken, and unfortunately that was intentional. Come again? Our initial primary mission wasn't meant to be military, or rather economic and scientific. I was picked because of my interest in botany. And smelled good doing it. Just as I was meant to study xenobiology. You'll find the others here for similar reasons. Unfortunately, our peace overtures were refused. I'm sorry, Captain. Don't apologise, Griselia, you did yeoman's work. And the reason I was assigned was to strengthen humanity's position. One reason among others. Captains, damage reports are now filtering in from the rest of the colony. There is something you may find troubling. What now? The security wing was heavily damaged. The Matrix prisoners escaped during the fighting. Why wasn't this reported sooner? Whole sections of the base were damaged. We're just now getting an idea of how extensively. Shit. Things just get better and better. Told you so. And you know what's worse? They would have seen the damage their forces caused. Maybe. Mario, what are you suggesting? We should prepare ourselves for a second attack on the colony. While you blunted their initial assault, this seems like an excellent time to follow up with another one. And put the base on red alert and keep an eye out for another assault. Captains, I have a suggestion. Why don't we prepare a little surprise for the Matrix? Like what? Well, since we know they're coming, we could prepare a little surprise ourselves. Perhaps changing our armament? With what? Rose petals. With a little bounty the captain and I cast from our little sightseeing trip. Or else change our tactics entirely. I have a few thoughts as well, but what modifications did you have in mind? Although a t-shirt cannon wouldn't go amiss. We can prepare 3 nasty surprises. We can launch our own frontal assaults, reinforce our defences, or create a veritable storm of bullets. But I thought the whole point of the mission was to replenish our depleted stores. You can voice your complaint while the Matrix use our skulls for footballs. What do you think, Diana? Get bonus grenadier cards in the next mission. Walls, cannon turrets. I think we'll handle it with what we have. Save the I could do with higher resources. I wish I had your confidence, but if you're certain, I trust the captains. Captains, unless you mind, I need to go lay down. Gather your strength while you can, Griselia. Everyone else, we have work to do. Captain, the turret modifications are completed. Excellent. Do we have any further word on the Matrix? Nothing yet, no. Captains, we are receiving some anomalous readings. The seismometers are fluctuating wildly. Earthquakes? That is what the instruments are registering. Although they aren't coming from any known fault line, there are dozens of gigantic creatures incoming, all directed at the base. Everyone, brace for impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. An earthquake. I didn't know the Matrix could cause earthquakes. In a localized area, yes. But on this scale, they can't. We are detecting traces of life, separate from human and Matrix alike. Borogrubs? Borogrubs? Seriously? They're only like 2 feet long. Normally, yes. However, borogrubs are one of the species which can grow to gargantuan size when exposed to radiation from the Nile stones. And they aren't the only ones, are they? We've documented the hawkus as well as earth cockroaches being affected as well. It's quite interesting, actually. I don't care how fascinating they are, I won't let them destroy my colony. The colony will hold for a while. It was meant to last through TAC nuclear strike. Yes, but what about repeated worm strikes? That is a problem. Enough's enough. What do you say we bring the shit kicking to them, Diana? Let's give them a laser enema. And what would you have us do? Evacuate. Protect the civilians. We'll confront the attackers while you do so. Don't worry, Charlotte. I know Alicia will be safe. Who's Alicia? My daughter? Oh, we can't worry about that now. We have a job to do. So, time for you to hit them with the full Nelson? Repeat that joke again, and you will be court-martialed. Mission 5. Destroyed Outpost. Looks like a war zone. What do you expect when multi-ton worms decide to play in our downtown? Try not to inhale either. We're going to have to treat for particle inhalation as it is. That'll have to be a secondary concern. Mira and Samuel are going to be swamped with the injured as is. This isn't going to be an easy to rebuild. Swear I'll grind the Matrix up and use them for concrete. I know how you feel, Alex, but we can't let our emotions run roughshod over us. I know, it's just seeing everything brought down. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? And how do you think I feel? I'm sorry. You saw it build up, didn't you? Yes. And now to see it turn to rubble in my hands? It's all my fault. How does fighting several unexpected alien hordes make it your fault? My responsibility? Just like Eridani 4. Didn't stop the invasion then, nor now. And how could you? You have to accept that there are things out of your control. Remember what happened the last time we played Fortress Terror? You were winning. Until you deployed the nuclear saturation option. I was grounded for a week for flipping the board. I learned one thing that day. If you don't like the options on the table, then do your best to change the game. Exactly. I don't think you realise how loyal the others are to you. In fact, I think some of them may have deeper feelings than that. Such observations will have to wait until we bring the girl... No, I'm curious. Who would have an interest in me? Well, it's amusing to see Xavier and Grisella vie for your attention. A person would have to be blind not to see how Charlotte looks your way. I admit I can't exactly read a robot, but Lucia seems very focused on your actions. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a surprise. Unless something's right in your scope, you don't tend to notice it. Be that as it may, we should focus on winning this fight. Vermin! You will pay for your trespass with your blood. I don't think there's enough blood for our supposed crimes. Perhaps you could thin it down with water. Yes, we've got some assault cards. Target allied unit without wall or building gains +2 attack. Okay. Veteran, who looks to be a pretty basic card. That's fine. Got a sharpshooter in there. Let's deploy a veteran and... Okay, let's make that veteran really dang powerful. +4 attack. And let's make him a bit more durable.
Hold your positions!
By spending that. Target unit without wall or building gains charge. Can attack and return its blade. Okay. cancel that. Okay. Let's end the turn there. This is a special mission, one of the rare times where both Alex and Diana will take part in a fight together. Make best use of their unique cards to defeat King Ingarus. Alright, let's get... Okay, we can only get one veteran up. So let's do that. And let's give the veteran a shield because I'm about to use him to kill that. I'm going to reveal the sharpshooter. Have him kill that. Okay, and that's all I can really do for that turn. Let's get another veteran up because they're pretty powerful. And that one's taking some damage. Okay, this turn, because we've still got enough walls left. Okay, you've got enough to kill him. Dang it. The other two hit there. Okay, so that's health, that's damage, okay. I like sharpshooters because they're actually very, very potent units in their own way. Over there. Walls are almost down, which isn't good, but I have enough. 2, 3. I have enough sharpshooters to cause some serious damage, and these guys will be sufficient to kill him on that turn. Hit him, hit him, hit him, done. Victory is yours, but the Mother will see us prevail yet. We won, Diana. I won't speak for you. I never thought victory could taste like ashes. Scene 5. Back in the briefing room. With the Matrix gone, we can focus on the colony. How are we doing? Not well. Your initial orders to evacuate the civilian population minimize casualties, but there's still extensive damage. How severe? And where is everyone? All aspects of infrastructure are compromised. Power, water, habitation, agriculture. One of the worst of the fighting was over. The others wanted to help however they can. I apologize if I overstepped my authority, but I gave them permission to do so. I would have done the same thing. However, we need to be careful in case there is some hidden Matrix. Mario actually thought of that. Along with the rescue and restoration efforts, we have armed patrols in the city. Sometimes Mario's distrust proves valuable. And with your permission, I'll attend to my own duties. Let's get to it then. New Diana cards unlocked. Both cards have been added to your deck builder screen. Marksman team. Enters play invisible, gains +1 attack to a maximum of 4 at the start of the owner's turn. Ooh. So the longer they stay in, the more powerful they get. That could be incredibly useful. Let me say, I'm proud to serve with you, and you've done an incredible job in such a short time, and under stressful conditions which no one could have foreseen. However, I need an update from each of you. I'm pleased to report the number of deaths is quite minimal. The number of injuries is sky high. We're conserving our medical supplies for everything but the most severe cases. We face a greater, long-term threat as well. Breathing in such dusty air is enough to cause problems further down the road. We could treat it, but not with what we currently have on hand. Duly noted. We'll provide such secondary medical care when time and circumstances permit. Power is restored in 50% of the colony. While we should reach 75% in the next 2 days, further progress will be slower until debris is removed. Our computer systems are in an odd state. Our backups are in good shape, but the processing speed's down to a crawl, and there are holes in our SenseNet due to physical damage. And before you ask, Xavier, this means your special art folder is safe. I'm pleased to report we should have the worst of the rubble cleared within 3 days. Once we get things sorted, I'd recommend investing in some actual construction equipment. Putting a simple plough in a hovercab doesn't make it into a bulldozer. Well, with that sound piece of advice, I'm going to have to leave this part here, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.